Who's moved up? Who's moved down? Find out in just a moment. What is up, NBA fans? What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I am, of course, a Spurs fan, and I'm very curious to see how this mock draft has changed in the last month, but also who's taking who. So let's just get into it. I already know the first one because I need to get my screen lined up. They have the Atlanta Hawks still taking Alexander Sarr. No surprise there. Could they possibly take maybe a Zachary Rissache? Maybe, but I think Sarr to the Hawks totally makes sense. The Wizards are up next. I'm going to say Klingon or Rissache. Let's see what they have going, who they have going on the Wizards. All right, so that's a good pick for the Wizards. I would love to get Zachary Rissache at 4 as a San Antonio Spurs fan, but that makes sense. Up next, we have the Houston Rockets. Wow. Would they want to go down to Klingon, would they? Could they go Stefan King? Could they make a shooter like Reed Shepherd? I don't know. I actually have no idea what the Rockets are going to do. So let's take a look. Down to Klingon. Okay. They want the big man. He's a winner. Played for UConn. 2-time national champions in a row. Going for third next year. So this totally makes sense. And he's going to a team with a lot of promise. Up next, my San Antonio Spurs with the 4th pick. I'll be honest with you, I forgot who has 5, 6, 7. It's the Blazers, Hornets, and somebody else. I forgot the mix there. I know some people have wanted Nikola Topic at 4, but I got to think that injury drops his draft value. I'm going to go Stefan Castle at 4. Back-to-back UConn picks. Stefan Castle. Let's see what it is, Spurs fans. I know some Spurs fans want him. From my Spurs community, our Spurs community, certainly seems like more are not wanting Reed Shepherd. I wouldn't be totally upset if they drafted him here, but he brings shooting. And they could have taken Topic, Dillingham, or Shepherd. They have us taking Shepherd at 4. I'm not a... It's just a mock draft, but, you know, I really get into these things, and I'm very passionate about the Spurs and basketball in general. I would not be happy. I would prefer Stefan Castle. I know he's got some issues with his shot, but he showed well in the combine, and he's got a very high defensive ceiling and floor. So I think I would like Castle at 4 instead of Shepherd. So maybe we can grab Castle at 8. Pipe dream. We'll see. 5th overall pick was... Who was it? The Detroit. Oh, that's right, the Pistons. How can I forget the Pistons? They dropped. How can I forget? Back-to-back years, the Pistons fell to number 5. They haven't taken Dalton Connect as the 5th overall pick. Sure. Okay. Castle's still there. Pick number 6, and this is a player I recently talked about. Tijan Salon goes 6 to the Hornets, and this is actually a player I would have liked at the 8th overall spot. With French connection with him and Wemby, so good pick by the Hornets if they were to take him at number 6. Who do we have still on the board? Rob Dillingham, Stefan Castle, I believe. I think the Blazers are up next then. They don't need a point guard, so... Gosh, I think the Blazers go Castle, maybe? Let's take a look. Dang it. It's just a mock draft, but this would, yeah, that would make sense. Thing is, he has said he wants to play point guard. And he's very, very adamant about that. So what happens with him and Scoot if they do draft him? Does he refuse just to play with Portland? I can't imagine him doing that. Pick number 8. Dilly, Topic, or Buzella seem like the picks here for the Spurs at 8. Maybe Ron Holland? Nikola Topic. All right, so... We're drafting Reed Shepherd. The Spurs draft Reed Shepherd as a shooting guard and Nikola Topic as a point guard. We absolutely need a point guard. I actually want to see what they say about Topic here because of the injury. Instead of taking Shepherd in place of Topic, San Antonio stumbles into a gift in which it lands both at number 4 and number 8. Topic profiles as a lead facilitator, which could put Shepherd into a secondary playmaker and shooting role. The two could instantly upgrade what was a lackluster Spurs playmaking attack last season. I mean, if he passes all his physicals, clears all the health stuff, then fine. So Shepherd and Topic, I wouldn't be crushed if that happened, but I've talked to for the Spurs fans that are watching the video, and I'm sure there's going to be a majority Spurs fans, but, I'm sure we have some just general NBA fans too, or what have you coming in. My perfect draft ever, I thought about it, and maybe I'll do a video about it before the draft, would be Zachary Versace at 4. Very unlikely he makes it to 4, but he could. And then Stefan Castle at 8, which I think would be actually, just gold, Jerry Gold as treasure to be able to get him at 8. He's been ranked as high as a top 3 prospect on some draft boards. So for me, it would be Versace and Castle. Shepard and Topic, I wouldn't cry, but if we get to a scenario draft night where we'll say Castle and Versace are available at 4 and they take Reed Shepard, I might be doing a little bit of reaching. Let's finish out the draft here. Let's at least finish out the lottery. Buzelis goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. That's actually kind of scary. They're going to get everybody back next year. John Morant and company. Yeah, not a fan of Memphis. They got some good things happening. The Jazz take Ron Holland. Look, if you're a Jazz fan, the Jazz find a way to always get great players and then lose them in 4 to 6 years. It's just maybe a little more, but they can't seem to keep a contending team together. I mean, Carmelo and Stockton, the exception to the rule, but I just feel like they always have some good young talent come in, going back to Deron Williams, Carlos Boozer, etc., and they get together for 4 or 6 years, whatever, and then they go somewhere else. So, whatever. 11th pick, the Bulls, Kaishan George. If I say these names incorrectly, well, it should be expected, as I butcher names all the time on this channel. Devin Carter going to the Thunder. Man, the Thunder having a lottery pick with that team. SGA, Chet Holmgren, J-Dubs, just it almost feels unfair, doesn't it? Johnny Furphy. I've never heard of this guy. I'm sorry, I really haven't. Johnny Furphy. Pick 13. Well, he's projected to go 21st. I've been just eyeballing the guys that are projected to go 1 through 14 for my own personal team. So that's a great name, though. Furphy for 3. Anyway, let's finish up the lottery. Jacoby Walter, who I've been hearing a lot about, goes to not the Warriors. Who is he going to? It's not coming up, but that Golden State pick went to somebody else, but I forgot who it was. We'll finish out the lottery. Any big names going? Rob Dillingham. Portland. Rob Dillingham drops to 15? 15? Really? Okay. Falls out of the lottery. It was not like cost him some money, but that would be shot. Hey, listen. With drafts, expect the unexpected. I don't think he drops to 15, but we've seen a lot of players go up and go down in our lifetimes, and be prepared for anything. Jeremy Kane to the Sixers. Cody Williams to this. Wow. To the Pelicans at 17. There's some names I'm forgetting going through this mock draft. Cody Williams projected to be a top 10 pick, or at the very least a lottery pick, isn't he? That would be a steal. A steal for the Pelicans at 17. Absolutely. Terrence Shannon Jr. at pick 18 to the Magic. Isaiah Collier, pick 19 to the Raptors. Remember when Collier was considered one of the best point guards? And for this draft, well, his stock has just dropped and dropped and dropped because of his shooting, turnovers, etc. Ouch. Ouch. From my couch. Ouch. Cavs take Tristan da Silva. Kyle Filipowski to the Pelicans. Suns take Carlton Carrington. Tyler Kolek at 23. Zach Edey moving up, because he wasn't projected to be a second-round pick, and more he's been projected to be a first-round pick. I don't think he's going to last this long. 24? I'm seeing a lot of people saying he might be a lottery pick. 14 to 20, sure, whatever. 20, but really? 24? I don't think he's going to last that long, but hey, stranger things have happened. Nikola Jursic, who I name a lot of my subscribers I'm mentioning. 25. Wait, the Knicks get back? Knicks got 24 and 25. Okay, I forgot about that. Justin Edwards, Baylor Shearman, Dylan, you son of a Jones, Eves Missy, and Bobby Clinton round out the draft. Okay, TSR Sports, and I'll share a link to this so you guys can look it over yourself. I think the one that really jumps out this one, I don't see Dilling lasting to 15. As far as my own Spurs, just to do a quick recap, taking Topic at 8, totally fine with that. He was projected to be a top 5 pick. The recent injury has dropped his stock a little bit. If he's good to go, 8 would be it seems like a steal. Shepard at 4. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. If you're a Reed Shepherd fan and this happens, great. Me personally, not so much. That's all I got, my friends. TGIF. It's Friday. Many of you have a 3-day weekend. I do myself. Actually, I have a 4-day weekend coming up. So I appreciate y'all. Drop a comment down below on your thought of some of these picks CBS Sports has made. Do you think they're crazy? Do you like the pick they made for your team and for my Spurs community? What do you think? Shep and Topic at 4-8. Would you be happy, or would you be throwing something through the wall? Hit the thumbs down, like, support the channel, subscribe, and become part of our awesome Spurs and sports community. Thank you all, and as always, go Spurs, go.
Ready to the game on. Ready to the game on. And then you pass it to Wembley.